Hello. I wanted to put together a yoga practice that could serve as just a gentle flow. Maybe it's first thing in the morning to get your body awake, or maybe you're feeling especially tired or tight from a long day. So go ahead and you're gonna need a bolster. If you don't have a bolster, a thick towel will work. So this is our bolster. We're using a towel, roll it up long ways so that it is long. You're gonna rest your seat at the base, and you're gonna rest your head at the top so it's supported. So you want it to be long enough that your head is supported. Then you're gonna take the soles of your feet and rest them together. This feels too intense on your hips. You can always stack two couch pillows underneath your knees, or if you have blocks around your home, you can stack blocks there as well. Or if this feels like too much on your lower back, on your lumbar spine, you can take your feet as wide as your mat, or a little wider than your shoulders, and let your knees knock together for support. I'm gonna keep my knees out, and I'm gonna send my hands out to the side like cactus arms. Work my shoulders down away from my ears. From here, let's close our eyes. Draw your chin back in space. Feel the support of the mat beneath you. Feel gravity gently opening up the fronts of your hips. Gently opening up the fronts of your shoulders and your chest. Take a deep breath in through your ribcage. Fill it, expand. Exhale it all the way out, pulling your belly button to your spine. 2 more breaths just like that. Inhale through the nose. This time open up, exhale. Last time, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. From here, just perform a scan of your body. Imagine you have a light coming in, shining on over your head. And take that light and guide it down through the crown of your head, all the way down through your neck and your back and your shoulders. Scanning for any parts of your body that feel tight or dense or restricted. Noticing any sounds around you. My boyfriend Christopher's building something right now with the saw. So please bear with the noise. Take that attention all the way down. Through the hips, the legs, the knees, the shins, the feet. The world never gives us perfect silent conditions to practice in. We can choose to be light and let go, and allow what we can grip. You choose. Take one more deep breath once you're finished with your scan. Open mouth, exhale. Good. Now open your eyes if they aren't already. Bring your knees together. You're going to take that bolster and set it out of your way. Bring your feet together. We're going to get some movement through the spine. So bring your feet together. Inhale your arms up overhead. Inhale, get long. Like a swimmer, just pushing off the side of the pool. And then exhale, roll into a tiny ball. Press your low back into the mat. Reach for your shins. Inhale, get long again. Feel your low back peel away from the floor. And then exhale, close. One more time, inhale. Reach that spine long. And then exhale, crunch into a ball. Good, from here, you're gonna kick front to back until you come up to a seated position. Good, from here, make your way to all fours, tabletop position. Okay. So stack those wrists right underneath your shoulders, knees right underneath hips. We're going to move through cat-cow. So inhale, arch the back, exhale, tuck.
rounding the back like a scared cat. Inhale, send the tail to the sky, soften between the shoulders, gaze to the front of your mat. Exhale, round. One more, inhale. And exhale, round, pull your belly button to your spine. Come back to neutral, widen your knees, bring your big toes together to touch. Walk your hands out 2 inches. We're gonna move in a circle through child's pose. So come around over your shoulders and then sink your hips back to your heels. Moving clockwise. Inhale, come forward, open the hips. Exhale, just sink back. One more this way, inhale. Exhale, sit back. We're just waking up the spine. Change directions with your circle. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, sink back. Beautiful. Inhale, forward. Good. Exhale, sink back. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, sit back. Then sit in child's pose. Resting your head on the ground. Or maybe you can take that pillow. Rest your head on a pillow if it feels better for you. Just so that your forehead's making contact. That pineal gland, third eye. Feeling the support of the earth. And on your next exhale, crawl your hands over to the right. Sink your hips to the left. Reaching far with that left hand, feeling that big stretch in that left lat underneath the shoulder blade. There's that drill again, or that saw, whatever man tool that is. Or woman tool, if you're into that thing. One more deep breath here. And exhale, walk the hands over through the center and over to the left. Sink your hips to the right, reaching forward with that right arm. Inhale. Fill up that right side body. Exhale. One more here. Inhale. And exhale. Walk it back to center. Come back up to all fours to your tabletop position. Now we'll stretch out the shoulders. Start with the right side. Inhale your right arm up to the sky. Big thoracic rotation. Exhale, send the hand through. Pressing firmly with that left hand. Creating a gentle twist through your upper back. Keeping the hips over your knees. You don't want to be sitting back here. Stay here as long as you like. If the head doesn't come all the way to the ground, that's okay. If it's another time, you can use your pillow. One more deep breath. And exhale, let it go. Switch sides. Inhale, left hand up. Exhale, thread it through. Pressing firmly with that right hand. Doing that gentle twist through your mid and upper back. One more deep breath here. And exhale, come to center. Good. From here, make your way to your seat. Get into what I would call cheerleader pose. So, for this one, cross your right ankle over in front of you and bring your left heel to your seat. You're going to set your right hand by your seat and then reach across you with your left hand. Inhale, bridge the hips up. Exhale, reach up and over as you lower the hips down. Let's try that again. Inhale, reach across, bridge the hips, open the heart. Exhale, sit down. One more. Inhale up. Big stretch for the front of the hips, open up the chest. Exhale, back down. Other side. So left leg across. Right heel to your seat. Sit up tall. Ground by your hip through that left hand. Reach across your body with the right hand. Inhale, bridge up. And open. You might feel a pretty big difference right to left. I know I do. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Last one, exhale down. Good. Last part of the sequence, we're gonna come to all fours again. This time from table, you're gonna take your hands and reach them forward just 2 inches. Spread the fingers wide, tuck the toes under, send the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Ground your weight, not just through dumping into the heels of your hands beneath your wrists, but also ground through the pads of your fingers. Bend the knees slightly, send the tail high to the sky. Look back and make sure you can't see your heels. Good. Bring the feet to touch. Then inhale, lift your right leg up, keep the knee bent, open up the hip. Drive the knee toward the ceiling. Feel a big opening in that hip. Ground evenly as you can through both hands. Drive that knee toward the ceiling. Keep the foot flexed. Then exhale, bring that knee through. Set it down by your right wrist for half pigeon pose. Untuck that back toe. Sit tall. If this is irritating to your knee, bring that heel closer to your body. And you can stay right here. This might feel like a very good stretch for you. If your hip is hovering way off the ground, your right hip, you can just set a pillow or a block underneath it. If you're feeling grounded and you want more of a stretch, you can come down to your forearms or down to a pillow. There's that saw again. I can't wait to see the finished product, whatever masterpiece this is. Press your pinky toe into the mat, that left foot. We're internally rotating that back leg. And now straighten the arms. Walk your hands over to the right, just like we did in child's pose earlier. Reach further with that left hand, ground through the left hip. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, come back to center. Walk the hands up if they aren't already. Tuck the back toes under. Press back, downward facing dog. Taking some hip circles with that right hip. If you want to open up, it's a wild thing. That feels good. You can do that. Then come back to downward facing dog. Good. Step the feet together. And then lift the left leg up, kick the foot back, keep the foot flexed. Drive that heel up toward the ceiling, keeping the knee bent. Try to ground evenly between both hands. One more deep breath, and then exhale. Bring that leg through, left knee down by left wrist, untuck the back toes. Again, this side might feel very different than the first. You can either stay tall, you can put a pillow beneath your seat if you're hovering way off and it's really uncomfortable. Or you can lower it down if you'd like to feel more. And exhale, sinking your body deep into the mat. Letting the earth support you. Taking whatever you'd like to leave behind for her. And straighten your arms out in front of you. Walk them over to the left. Reaching with that right arm, grounding through that right hip. Take a deep breath. Back through center. Walk your hands up. Tuck the back toe. Kick back. Circles with that left hip, or if you did wild thing on the first side, hit wild thing on this side. Come back to downward dog. Noticing how it feels to have your head beneath your heart. Then shift your weight forward. Lower the knees, sit back. Child's pose. Feel your breathing deepen.
And then with every practice, I always end in Shavasana, or corpse pose, where I'm laying on my back. So I'll take my bolster again. This time I'll rest it beneath my knees, just to help me feel a little bit more comfortable. It helps take pressure off of the back. And from here, close the eyes, if that feels relaxing for you. If it doesn't, you can keep a soft gaze overhead and just rest one hand on your heart, other one on your belly. And let your body sink heavy into the ground beneath you. If this is your morning practice, pause for a moment to consider how you would like to show up today. Not what do you want to do, what do you want to have, what do you want to accomplish, but who do you want to be? How do you want to show up for yourself, for your family, for your friends, your coworkers? And if this isn't your morning practice, how do you want to show up in this next moment? Because each moment we have a choice. We take this space that we've created through our yoga practice, this space we've created in our spine, in our body, in our mind. We take this space to create whoever we want to be. To leave behind whatever role or title, character we play. To start fresh. And remember that we have that power each and every moment. Start to deepen your breath. Noticing any sounds around you, near and far. The feel of the ground beneath you. Start to wiggle fingers and toes, circle wrists and ankles. On your next inhale, reach your arms up overhead. And exhale, gently roll to one side, using your arm as a pillow. And when you're ready, in your own time, make your way to a comfortable seated position. Bring your hands to your heart, pressing your palms together, pressing your thumbs to your sternum. You can bow in gratitude. Gratitude for the practice, for those who've established this set of principles, this ancient way. Gratitude for this life. Or maybe we're bowing because we're offering this up to someone. Maybe you're offering your practice up to a purpose or a person. Maybe you're bowing just to honor yourself. The light in me acknowledges the light in each and every one of you. Namaste.